Greetings, and welcome to the first episode of VGM Presents Comics with Mark. And I am your host, Mark Rodriguez. Now, the way this show works is I'm going to be grabbing the comic books that I buy every week at the comic book store. I'm going to choose one comic from that, some random comic, whatever catches my eye, and I'm going to read it and review it. So it's going to be basically a mixture of my reactions, some voiceovers, jokes, gags, whatever didn't make sense, whatever, and at the end, my review of that particular comic book. Now, the thing is that I do have a blog with Paige that's called the Blog of Epic Randomness, where we also review comics. So more often than not, I'm going to try to choose a comic book that's not one I'm already going to blog about, so it's not repetitive, that blogging and making a video about the same comic book. And it is no particular series, just whatever catches my eye. So let's start the first episode and let's see what I got. And I do have to say that I haven't been to the comic book store since Free Comic Book Day, so this stack will be a little bit more comic books than I usually buy. So let's have a look. Okay, so the first one we got was The Hunt for Robin, Batman and Frankenstein, because you know, after Damian died, the comic book became like Batman and Nightwing, and Batman and the Red Hood, and Batman and Wonder Woman. So now it's Batman and Frankenstein with the story of Batman trying to find Damian's remains stolen by Ra's al Ghul. Then we have the Turtles, IDW Comics. This would be issue 34. And let's see what happens over there. Then we got the Superman and Wonder Woman series, which starts with the whole Superman doomed thing. It's issue 8. And then we have the Amazing Spider-Man number 2. Well, of course, after Peter Parker came back with the whole Dr. Octopus thing, is back to normal. And oh, what a coincidence, he's fighting against Electro, just like how Amazing Spider-Man 2 has him with Electro. Then we got Forever Evil number 7, which is the end of this series in the main comic, the Forever Evil one. Long overdue. It was delayed for a while, at least in my comic book store, but yeah. And then we got the Deadpool Annual, with Deadpool there. It's like the second annual, right there. And then we have He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, number 13, which is the origin of She-Ra, okay? And then finally, well, this is really a comic book, doesn't really count. It's DC Entertainment Graphic Novel Essentials. There's a big list of all the graphic novels I can show you right now, because like I said, doesn't really count and all that stuff. And it was for free, so why not? Might as well pick it up. Yeah, pretty cool. So anyways, let's see. So all these comics here, I don't know. I'm really curious about Amazing Spider-Man and Forever Evil. Well, I mean, it's been delayed, so chances are some of you guys probably read it already anyway. So I think I'm going to go with the Deadpool Annual, because you gotta love Deadpool. I've never actually read his actual comic. I just noticed now he's dressed as Spider-Man. I didn't notice that. That's just how similar their costumes are. Dressed like Spider-Man. And, I mean, he got my attention due to that whole Carnage vs. Deadpool thing. So, alright, let's do it. Deadpool Annual, number 2. Let's see how it comes out. Possibly the world's most skilled mercenary, definitely the world's most annoying, Wade Wilson was chosen for a top-secret government program that gave him a healing factor, allowing him to heal from any wound. Now, Wade makes his way as a gun for hire, shooting his prey's faces off while talking his friend's ears off. Call him the Merc with the Mouth. Call him the Regenerating Degenerate. Call him Deadpool. Hey there, friends, my name is Deadpool, the Merc with a Mouth. I am like a mercenary. I also have a mouth, but like, don't most mercenaries? I like to use mine to spite out a constant stream of Joes and eat chimichangas. Also, I have a healing factor, which I also use to eat chimichangas. You may know me for being your favorite character in Ultimate Alliance. The good news is that all you need to know to enjoy this issue is that I exist. Oh, except there's another obscure character, Spider-Man, that I should probably tell you about. He got bit by a radioactive spider a bit back, and it gave him the proportionate speed and strength of a spider, as well as an amazing spider sense of arm of danger. Plus, he's pretty smart. He made these mechanical web shooters that swing through the city, and for some reason people don't like him. Well, except me. I like him just fine. Alright, so right off the bat, Spider-Man is slamming Deadpool face down to the ground here on top of some building, and he's basically yelling out what most Marvel characters would be saying, "Why won't you leave me alone?" And Deadpool's cracking his neck here, back to normal. Woof, okay, yeah, I get that a lot, but not usually with the raw spider muscle punctuation. What'd I do? You expect me to believe you're Deadpool now, huh? Yes? Prove it. Because if you're not Deadpool, then you're finally blown it, pal. I'll know you're you. You can't disappear up here, ha ha. You sound crazy. Here! And he shoots himself, because of course he can regenerate. It'll take a second, but that'll heal up. Genuine Deadpool. Okay, whoa, this is confusing. So, according to this random flashback, the next day I gave a wicked toss to who I thought was the Rhino, but suddenly, a pregnant lady. You threw a pregnant woman into a wall? I didn't know I could love you anymore, and I already did. He hasn't stopped. Sometimes he doesn't even attack. He just whispers. He's everywhere. My spider sense just won't stop humming. Can't go home. Can't unmask. If he can track me when I'm out of costume, am I missing something? Just pound his spitoot, like usual. It's different. I come so close to hurting innocent people I was sure were him. My confidence is gone. If I could just get some sleep, somewhere he can't get to, but my spider sense won't let me. I can feel him always getting closer. I'm always feeling it. Okay, so basically that's why Spider-Man attacked Deadpool, because he thought that it was the comedian. So, more reading for me. Okay, so now Spider-Man is so paranoid, he's attacking random women, and he's like, you know, she's a comedian. I saw her change this time. You'll see. Please, please. I never thought you were a bad man. Really, please. Yes, they make horrible female voices. Deal with it. It's just a mask. Look. My man, I hate being the voice of reason, but maybe you shouldn't rip that lady's face off. I understand you're paranoid. You think enemies are everywhere. I am so into that. But you're a good dude. Don't let a comedian's mind messing change that. I'll help you. We can strategize. Okay, so now the lady tried to stab Spider-Man in the neck. Ooh, that's just nasty. Okay, so Deadpool gets the epic idea that he's going to trick the comedian. He's going to comedian the comedian and dress up like Spider-Man, while Spider-Man is, of course, still recovering from getting stabbed in the neck. So we'll see what happens when Deadpool takes Spider-Man's place here. Okay, so now Deadpool tries to be Spider-Man, but of course people hate Spider-Man, so... Okay, so he's like, woo! Let's see how you deal with someone who's already insane, comedian. Hello, New York. That's right, folks. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Don't talk to those posters in Times Square. Get your picture with the real deal. You suck, Spider-Man. I found one of your spiders in my bathroom, you weirdo. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so he runs into this snake bad guy, I never heard of him, called the Master. He wants to turn people into snakes and everything. And Deadpool Spider-Man it is like, that is dumb. And Spider-Man is a champion against dumb. Am I? Let's see. Fat guy in a rhino outfit, old man with wings, a variety of goblins, sand that's a person, water that's a person, octopus doctor. I'm a champion against dumb. Oh, jeez. Famous thing. So Spider Deadpool, yeah, I'll just call him Spider Deadpool. Throws a web at one of the bad guys and just pulls him up and says, "Get over here!" as he pulls him over, which is classic Deadpool right there. Yes, more Mortal Kombat references. He basically pulls the enemies and I think he's punching them at the same time, punching them together, but either way he's yelling out, "Toasty!" and he yells out, "Perfect!" So, yeah, lots of Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat references randomly. Okay, so now Spider-Man shows up dressed as Deadpool, but now Chameleon turned into Deadpool, so now there are two Deadpools here. And Spider Deadpool has a gun. Okay, they did this classic cliche thing again, so at the end, they captured the Chameleon. The Chameleon explains, when you captured, well, let me put like an evil voice. When you captured the Sinister Six, you wouldn't stop running your mouth. Oh, how superior you were. Even your new web formula was better than ever. Here's a tip, web slinger. Your new formula leaves trace radiation. It's exceedingly simple to pinpoint. I just had to be where the webs were. You should probably fix that. I'll get right on that. Creep, and they both knock them out. This is actually a pretty good read. It's pretty entertaining. So basically, the comedian is stalking Spider-Man, and he's like so paranoid now. He's attacking these innocent people, and Deadpool gets the idea to dress up as Spider-Man while Spider-Man is temporarily incapacitated. And Deadpool lives the life of Spider-Man for a while, and lots of jokes, you know, making fun of Spider-Man and his adventures with the crazy stuff and dopey animal villains he usually faces. Because yeah, I do notice that Spider-Man, a lot of his bad guys are animal themed and everything. And yeah, lots of call-outs to that and everything, and yeah, it's a pretty good story. I liked it. Good action, good jokes. I mean, if you're a fan of Deadpool and you're a fan of Spider-Man and want to see them together, or if you ever wondered what it would be like if Deadpool was Spider-Man, this is actually a great book. So yeah, I mean, great art, great jokes, good story. I like how they still reference a little bit of the consequences of when Dr. Octopus was Spider-Man, so it still ties in with the whole superior Spider-Man. I mean, Peter Parker is still getting used to being his normal self now, and there's still all these unknown consequences and everything of when he was, you know, when Dr. Octopus was in charge, so I still like that. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, it's pretty good. I'm really glad I bought this, because, I mean, I don't really buy usually Deadpool comics, but yeah, this is a good read. I'm glad I bought this. So this was Deadpool Annual #2, and it was called, I think it was called Spidey Pool. So yeah, definitely worth it, guys. And that wraps up this episode of VGM Presents Comics with Mark, and I'll see you next time, hopefully next Wednesday or Thursday. Have a good one, guys, and thanks for watching.